Alright guys, got a few things to show from Like a Hawk Cards, who has long been the best wrestling card channel on YouTube. And it's not just me saying it, other people say it. Sports Illustrated said it. And as he's done many times in the past, it was once again Hawk to the Rescue, which is a long running segment on his channel, in which if you need help with a set and he's able to help, he will, at no cost, doesn't ask for anything in return. So we were talking recently about some of the numbers I need for some of my wrestling sets. They sent me a nice stack of 2021 Chrome. So gonna make a nice dent into the set with these. Looking forward to getting them entered. And I already have the pages set up and everything, so you just gotta pop them in where they go. I wonder if that counts as a Swerve Scott rookie. Egg would know, he can tell me. Yeah, pretty good stack of 21 Chrome in there. And then also got some for this other 2021 set I'm working on, the 2021 Finest. So again, just gotta get them entered and see what's missing. Bro threw his career away. Yeah, gonna have to see how close I am on each of those. Should be pretty close with both of these stacks. And then he told me he was also gonna include some other stuff that he had set aside for me. He'll send a huge stack of Giants. And actually I've recently been reorganizing my Giants binders. So I'm gonna have to look through these and see which ones go into the binders and which ones go into the doubles box. There were also a few baseball cards somewhere in there. But again, I'm gonna have to look through all these and see what I'm missing from there. These I know for sure I don't have hit the Amani count. But they're really nice Upper Deck holographics. I think that's 99. That's the awesome parallel. It's what they call the gold ones, just spelled different. Yeah, the base set, the background was like silver. But again, I'm sure I didn't have that Amani, and also did not have this one. That's the Score Showcase Series parallel. Here are a few Tikis that I didn't have. So he also hit the Tiki count. That's a really nice die cut. It says Rookie Rising, but I think that's a second year card. Yeah, very sweet. And here's a base from Fleer Hot Prospects. Really good looking base set. And here's a Michael Strahan that I had never even seen, from 2002 Fleer. Another good looking card there. So he's hitting all my major Giants guys. Here are a couple nice shiny Eli cards. Really sweet refractor with the old school Finest design. Gotta see if there are a few more Giants in that set. That's really nice. Yeah, very sweet, nice surface on that. Some titles can get a little bit scratched up. Another nice shiny Eli from Absolute. I remember this set used to confuse me a bit because some of the parallels look kind of the same. But I'm like 99% sure I don't have that. And here are a few Yankees. This one I do have, but I like getting as many copies of this one as I can. I think this is like my third or fourth copy of this one. It's a 93 Leaf, which pictures Bernie Williams, but says Gerald Williams, who was another Yankee outfielder around that same time. And then on the back it pictures Bernie and says Bernie, so I'm guessing this was supposed to be a Bernie card, and they just messed up on the front there and put Gerald, which happened a couple times during that era where they mixed those two guys up. I know of at least one other set where that happened. I forget which one it was though. I think it was 93 Pacific or something like that. And also sent a couple of minis for the Yankee PC from Topps 206. Got DJ and Mariano. Those are pretty nice. I think that's like the online set that Topps did a few years ago. And here's another nice Mariano. That's from the Steve Aoki set, which is a pretty decent looking set. Kind of simple, but I like it. I just never really buy these sets that Topps sells on their website. I just pick up some of the singles every now and then. And a couple more Bernies. There's another one that I have, but as I often say with these types of Bernies, I don't mind having two because I can keep one in the binder and top load one. That's the Donruss Purple Hollow from 2023. And now this next one I did not have, and I'm very happy to have it now. So you did end up hitting the Bernie counter, Rich. And that is a really sweet one from 95 Score Summit. That's a real beautiful card. My lighting really isn't doing it justice. Highly recommend that everybody pick up a card from that set. Great looking shine on that. I mean, the base set design alone is pretty cool, but that super shine makes it even better. Even got some basketball in here. Really nice Kevin Knox insert. Knox of the Knicks, as Ricky used to call him. Yeah, one of the many young players that the Knicks failed at developing during that time. There's a nice shiny RJ, who I think is off to a decent start with Toronto this year. Then a bunch of Carmelos, which, as my buddy Dorset HOF mentioned in one of my recent videos, Carmelo had a really good Hall of Fame speech recently. Highly recommend everybody check it out. It's pretty easy to find on YouTube. Nice shiny silver prism. Pretty cool passing the torch insert. And these that I'm showing are the ones that I'm pretty sure I don't have. And even if I do have this one, I can put that one in the Walt Frazier section because Clyde is on the back there. Another really nice one, Pacific. No, not Pacific. This used to be Pinnacle Aficionado, and then Panini brought it back for I think 1 year. But it was a real cool baseball set in the 90s. And this is the artist proof version. Here's one that I had never seen. Rising to the Occasion from Studio. Looks like he's wearing like an alternate Knicks jersey there. Forget what they call those alternates. And some old school Knicks inserts. Really cool Charles Oakley, which again I didn't have because I had this on my TCDB want list, but nobody had offered it to me yet. Oakley didn't appear in a ton of insert sets back in the day, but every now and then they would throw them into one, so trying to get as many of them as I can. Then a bunch of really nice Ewing inserts. Got a Fleer All-Star insert. An Upper Deck hologram. Back when holograms were all the rage. Skybox Close Up. Kind of an interesting choice for an insert set. I think it's way too zoomed in. And some old school Flair. Love me some mid-90s Flair style. Yeah, this one's really sweet. Rejector insert. And here's another one that I had never seen. Not even sure what product this is from. says Topps 50, so maybe like some kind of anniversary insert or something. A really nice shot there. Here's an Optic Hall Kings. Yeah, some of the modern inserts aren't as great, but there's a pretty nice one, especially in the silver hollow version. Here's another one that I hadn't seen. It says 2010-11 Absolute Icons. Kind of like a foil finish. Numbered to $3.99. Yeah, that one's really nice too. And a few relics to finish off. I forgot to mention, he had told me that he picked some of this stuff up for me at the National. He was doing some bargain bin hunting and found some stuff that would fit my collection. So thanks for thinking of me, Rich. Really nice thing to do. So here are some relics for the PR PC. Jose Cruz Jr. jersey piece. There's a little bit of the seam there. That's the jersey and the bat that they would use in the set. Yeah, this set also had bat pieces. Playoff piece of the game. Here's a Carlos Beltran turkey red bat piece. I think I had another PRPC guy from this set. Can't remember if Robbie Alomar was in this set. It might have been him. Here's another former Met, Cliff Floyd. Obviously not Puerto Rican, but as I've said many times, even though I'm a Yankee fan, there have been many Mets players through the years that I liked, and Cliff Floyd was definitely one of them. Really good player. He had a lot of injuries. Otherwise, his numbers would be even better. He had a respectable career still. Really good bat speed. Would just hit lasers all over the field. But yeah, nice looking bat card of him there. And finishing off with a Jose Vidro from Leaf Certified Materials. Fabric of the Game. Again, they show you the jersey they used to make the cards. Numbered to $2.96. So really cool. I've actually got back to work on my Vidro PC lately. Added a few numbered cards and I think one auto. So thanks again to Like a Hawk Cards. And this is not the first time he's done this. He's hooked me up like this many times through the years. Always been very generous and very supportive of my channel overall. But yeah, you've given me a lot of work to do here, Rich. But it's good work. It's the work we all love to do. So I'm going to start to put this stuff away and I'll catch you all again soon.